Module 2, On Behavior. Lesson 3, On Courage. Fable 1, Zhi Sang sings about poverty.
This story is about how to treat poverty.
I don't like poverty. I just wish everyone could be rich.
That's a just wish. We don't like poverty, and people even curse poverty. But in today's story, the hero Zhi Sang sings about his poverty.
What is going on? I'm all ears now.
Well, you will know. Here comes Zi Yu, Zhi Sang's best friend.
Oh, I hate this weather. The rain has been pouring down for 10 days. I wonder how my good friend Zisang is. I'll bet he's in trouble. I want to pay him a visit and take some food along in case he is hungry.
Oh, Father, oh, Mother.
Oh, is that Zisang singing while he is playing the zither?
Oh, heaven, oh, humanity. Come in, please.
Are you all right, Zisang? I brought you some food. I hope you will like it. By the way, why do you sing such a song in such a way?
I'm not feeling well these days. I live in this shabby house and have such a poor life, and I've been thinking about who's to blame. But I find it so hard to get an answer. How could my parents have wished me to be poor? Or could it be the heaven and earth? Do they have some kind of bias that they should have made me so poor? Since no one is to be blamed, I'd better accept my fate and continue with my life.
What is fate? Fate is something that happens by chance. So whether you are born with a silver spoon or not is fate. You cannot change your fate. In our daily lives, we can see people complaining about their bad luck or their poor family. But these are things you cannot change. So it takes courage to accept what is already there and take life for what it is. But remember, accepting your fate doesn't mean yielding to your fate. There are always things we can change to make life better. Here I'd like to tell you the story of a poor old man named Bai Fengli. He worked as a pedicab driver, lived in a shabby house, hardly ever ate a good meal, and wore only second-hand clothes. Even so, such a poor old man did not yield to fate. If he himself could not go to university to change his fate, he was determined to help other poor children so they could. Over a span of 18 years, he donated 350,000 yuan to enable more than 300 poor students to continue with their studies. That is real courage. This is the end of this fable. Thank you for watching. Fable 2. What is courage?
This story is about the famous wise man Confucius. Confucius was visiting a place called Kuang in the state of Wei with his disciples. When he was taking a rest, a large crowd of people surrounded him.
What's the matter? Why was he besieged by these people?
Don't worry, just listen.
This man looks like the criminal, Yang Hu. We must not let him go. Let's report him to the officials.
Confucius was not afraid. Instead, he started singing a song. His disciple, Zhi was very surprised and asked him,
Master, how can you be so calm and even cheerful? I am so scared.
Come here and I will tell you. For a long time, I have been trying to escape from poverty and failure, but I am still poor. I tried to seek fame and success, but I am still common. In the days of Yao and Shun, even the most stupid man was not in poverty. In the days of Jie and Zhao, even the cleverest man ends up in failure. It's all decided by the time when they were born. To travel by water without fear of dragons, this is the courage of the fisherman. To travel by land without fear of the tigers, this is the courage of the hunters. To defy death in a battle, This is the courage of the warrior. To know that failure is the twin sister of success, and to remain fearless in times of great danger, this is the courage of the sage.
I do apologize for the mistake we have made. We thought you were young Hu. That is why our men surrounded you. Now we know that you are not. You may go anywhere you want.
This story is about courage. Poor or rich, common or famous, stupid or clever, there will always be good times and bad times. There will always be success and failure. It is in the bad times, in the face of failure, or even encountering a crisis, that we must remain calm and fearless. Confucius' words reminded me of the heroic deeds of Liu Chuanjian, a Sichuan Airlines captain. On May 14, 2018, he was operating the Airbus A319 from Chongqing to Lhasa, Tibet, when the windscreen blew out at 32,000 feet above the ground, sucking the co-pilot halfway out the plane, but saved by the seatbelt. Li Chuanjian calmly landed the flight after 20 minutes struggle with the loss of cabin pressure. None of the passengers were injured. So he did it. To fly an airplane without fear of emergency, this is the courage of a pilot. Have you had hard times in your life? Is it easy to keep calm in times of hardship? Let's draw strength from the two stories and learn to face the difficulties and dangers with courage. This is the end of this fable. Thank you for watching. Fable 3. Lin Hui left the jade disc behind.
When Confucius was touring the states preaching his ideas, he got himself into trouble.
I remember you said that in the state of Song, the big tree under which Confucius was discussing with his followers was cut down. He was forced out of the way, too. His teachings were not well received in the capitals of Shang and Zhou, and he was even besieged between the state of Chen and Cai, having no cooked food to eat for 7 days.
What's worse, many of his friends and followers began to take leave.
Oh, he must have been very upset.
Yes, so his friend, Sisang Hu, tried to confront him by telling him the story of Lin Hui.
This is Lin Hui. He used to do business in the state of Jia and earned a lot of money. He owned a beautiful jade disc, which was worth 1,000 pieces of gold. But when his country was attacked and defeated, everyone had to flee.
The enemy's troops are coming! Not much time is left now. We have to hurry. Let's just take our most valuable things and go.
Where is that precious jade disc of yours? Did you leave it behind?
In such an urgency, I only remembered to tie my son on my back and hurry away. Actually, I left all my belongings behind.
Is it because the boy is worth more?
No, surely a little baby is not worth much money.
Is it because of the effort required to carry the disc?
Carrying a baby boy is actually more troublesome.
Then why did you leave the jade disc behind and run off with only the baby boy on your back?
The jade disc and I were joined by Prophet, but the child and I were brought together by heaven. I love my son, and that love gives me the courage to overcome my greediness.
When pressed with misfortune and danger, things joined by Prophet will cast one another aside. But when pressed by misfortune and danger, things brought together by heaven will cling to one another.
Prophets can bring people together, but cannot give people the real courage. Only heaven or love will give people the real courage to overcome their fear. The same truth applies to other kinds of relationship. When friends are joined by nature and love, and not by profit, they will not abandon you when misfortune and danger fall upon you. That's why we say gentlemen's friendship is as pure as water, because it involves no profit. Here, Zhizhang Hu is suggesting that those friends and followers who take leave actually joined you because of profits. That's why they do not have the courage to stand together with you when faced with misfortune and danger. This is the end of this lesson. Our next lesson is on contentment.